future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Hello, hello. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna turn my volume back up. The music was too loud in my headphones, but now I cannot hear at all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time it is for y'all. Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you guys know the warnings for this game. If you don't, it'll show them when we open it. You'll be okay. I have not opened it yet, but I can... I forgot how my computer worked for a second there. Okay, I just opened it. I'm trying to change it on OBS. It is not letting me. Man, open the game. Okay. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I'm gonna put it in full screen, I think. How do I do that? It's giving me a little thing that's like, there's like a little symbol up here showing that it's full screen, entire screen. There, okay. Now I'm just trying to, it looks all weird on OBS now. Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to figure this out. I think that's good. Okay. Spotify, we do not need you right now. I have so much stuff open on my computer. Hold on. I got confused. Game. Okay. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. This game is psychological horror. If you are sensitive to topics like death, I guess, I'd recommend you don't watch this. We should be good for this stream, but later streams maybe don't watch. Just a warning for y'all to make sure you're not like torturing yourselves in order to watch my content. Don't do that. Take care of yourselves. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that URL. Yeah, so you can go on there if you want detailed content warnings. I'll leave this up for a second if y'all want to, like, type it. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm not copy and pasting it because I just have chat open on my phone, so this might take a bit. DDLC. Nope, I deleted it. Whoops. DDLC.moe/warning.html. I forgot that I was in the middle of doing my laundry, chat, so I just heard the washing machine go off. I'm gonna go for just a second to switch that over. I will unpause the music. Sorry about that. I completely forgot. That is my bad. The microphone's not working. Hold on. turned. Hello. I did my laundry and moved that over. Back to the game. I'm still just streaming on my bed instead of at my desk because it's more comfortable, so that might explain any background sounds. I should drink water. Don't forget to drink water, guys. Okay. By playing UDLC, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. I played this before. Yes, I agree. Let me know if the sound is too loud, chat. Actually, it might be. Hold on, let me check OBS. That's not OBS, that is Steam. Okay, that actually does look pretty loud. I'm turning that down a lot. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. There's no save files. There shouldn't be. I haven't played it on this computer before. I'm turning my volume down, actually. What do you mean I can't turn my volume down? My headphones are messed up. Give me a second, chat. Did that fix it? Now I can't hear anything! What? What did I do? I can't hear anything! I don't think you guys can doesn't look like you can hear it on. What? What just happened? Am I gonna have to? I think I'm gonna have to close the game and open it again. Hold on. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, the screen capture was messed up. What? Okay, there we go. That was confusing. Full screen. New game. Enter your name. Chat, what's my name? Okay. Just doing that, cause... yeah. They don't need to know my real name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving... I thought my microphone was off for a second and I panicked, sorry. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, that kind of friend, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just sort of, I cannot read, couldn't see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this... Okay, I read that wrong for a second. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Panting from running, I'm assuming. I don't want to read that, because I feel like you guys are gonna be weird. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait up for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Splats. Well, if people are staring at Sorry. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't want to have... What? I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Splats, have you decided on a club to join yet? I think I just hit my microphone there. Sorry if you heard that. I did not mean to do that. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on... What? Just getting by on the verge. I don't know why I'm struggling with reading out loud. I feel like I didn't used to do this. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming an NEET, a NEET? I don't know what that means. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at up. I'm struggling. I'm sorry, chat. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I love Sayori. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry too much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I need to blow my nose. Give me just a second, chat. I'm pretty sure I have a cold, and I have for a few days. Maybe like a week or two, I don't know. Oh, someone in chat. Hello. How are you doing? I am doing good, I think. I haven't played this game in a while. How are you doing? Did I read this already? I don't remember. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, even if it's going to make you... I cannot read. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you'd come to my club. I'm good. I haven't seen Doki Doki in months. That's good that you're good. How often do you watch playthroughs of Doki Doki Literature Club? I don't watch playthroughs that often, but I've watched a lot of theory videos, like, over and over again. I love, like, just the idea of this game, I think. I just suddenly realized I don't think you can see my computer mouse in the actual thing. Never mind, you can. Okay. I have this stream playing on my phone so I can see the chat, and I could not see the computer mouse, and I got like panicked for a second because I feel like that's also an important thing for a lot of this game. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Reading will improve a lot by the end. I hope so. I used to stream a lot more. I'm just like getting back into it. I usually play mods for Doki Doki. I should get some mods. Like just play a couple mods after I play through this. Like play them on stream. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I'm not used to talking this much, damn. Guys, get some water if you don't have water yet. Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings up the classroom door. Swings open. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Literature is quite underestimated. It is. I love to read. Reading is fun. You can make up entire worlds in your brain. I mean, you can also do that without reading. But like, unless you're dyslexic or I forget the word, but when you can't see pictures in your head. I would trade my soul for a good cupcake. I don't think I'd go that far. Maybe, actually. I don't know. Maybe I would. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Splats, what a surprise. Welcome to the Literature Club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. No way! Whoa! Crazy! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. What's your favorite book? I don't know. There's so many. I'm not good at picking favorites. There's so many to pick from. Like for novels, I have no idea. For like manga, right now it would be My Hero Academia because I'm just working on reading that. I love the voice you did for Natsuki. Thank you. I'm trying to do different voices so I can like expand my range. I'm also I'm trying to do like voice acting, so if I can get good practice with different voices, that would be great. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. So favorite genre? I think like fantasy romance, honestly. I like fantasy novels because it's like an escape from reality, I guess. Also, there's just so much you can do with fantasy. Hello, Sage. Hello. Meow. Romance, I like the dynamic and stuff with romance. I don't know. I'm not fluent in English, so I will make mistakes. Oh, I could not tell at all. You've been like perfect so far. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Horror is also good. I like horror. Not really for books. I haven't read any horror books. But for like in general, it's like really engaging. I like horror for a lot of things. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? I forget what voice I did for Monika earlier. I'm trying to think of a different voice. That's right. It's great to see you again, Splats. Monika smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... Oh, smiling at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Splats. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. How can you be afraid of letters? This is a phrase that I hear. The phrase that I most hear. What does that mean? I do not understand what that means. I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. You're so good with voice acting. Thank you. I try. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over from the corner of the room over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I don't think I ever do that. Well, I mean, it is a cat. Maybe I would do that. Because I don't want to wreck the decorations. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What?
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
well, maybe. But not for you. You know. But not for, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes. I like tea and I like reading. Especially outside if it's warm out. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Tea is so good. It is. I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of tea. I don't know, I just drink the tea that my mom makes every morning. But it's better than coffee. That could probably cause a huge debate, actually. I just don't like the taste of coffee. I accidentally had it once, and it was not good, in my opinion. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. That is a lie. It is a pastime for me. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider joining the joining the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Yuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of a literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I don't think anyone identifies with the protagonist. Yeah. The protagonist is just like an average teenage boy, I guess. Or like older teenage boy. But like the people who play this game are like either people who like literature and like the concept of this game, or just like adult men who like anime. I mean, maybe those guys can somewhat relate to him, but I'd much prefer to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is the leader. What? Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. What was she expecting of what she was expecting of the debate club? Huh? I think I like wasn't paying full attention to what I was reading actually. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep doing the game. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. I was intrigued by the fact that this was a dating simulator set in a literature club. I guess technically it is like a dating simulator. I mean, that's like what it's... I knew so much about this game before I even like considered playing it, so I didn't even view it as that. I think I learned about this game in like 2020, maybe 2019. I don't know. I don't remember when it came out. I think it was like 2017. Didn't expect it to be horror. I think most people who played it around the time it came out did not expect that. I heard that like when people saw the psychological horror tag on Steam, they assumed it was a mistake. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Splats, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. don't think I've ever touched a manga. I mean, I think a lot of people haven't, but like, they're just like comics. So, they're just Japanese comics. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. I still can't read. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. I need to remember to breathe. Why am I not breathing? And the way that I'm sitting is not good for me. I need to stretch. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last meeting. What? Behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up. What? Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Reading aloud is not normal for the brain. Is it? Huh. That explains a lot.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. It actually is impressive. I've tried writing poetry. It's difficult. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. What the heck? Oh, I accidentally clicked with 2 fingers. That's like a right click. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I started writing poems after playing this game. I wanted to, but I didn't ever end up actually doing it. Maybe I could try. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. It ended up being my main hobby. Nice. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Splats? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Splats. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I feel so cringe saying that. I don't like that word, but I don't know what other word to use. They just forced the protagonist to join the club. They didn't force him. They just, made him feel like he had no other option. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Pretty sure they all just did that at the exact same time, actually. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. But he would be an idiot to stay one day and just disappear. Yeah. I was trying to think of something else to say, but I don't know what else to say. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Splats, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Actually, he just came for the cupcakes? Yeah. Yeah, isn't that just the main reason? That would definitely convince me to come. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Sayori and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Splat, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed home after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart from the club room to make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, who are we? I forgot that Monica is not down here. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Who should we try to, go for? I kind of want to go for Sayori. But, I think I always do that. Maybe we should go for Natsuki. I don't know. Should I just pick words that I like and just see what happens? No, I'm gonna go for Sayori. That didn't work. Dang. Okay. What would Sayori like? Childhood. Yes. Raindrops? No! I got one for each of them. Choose the one you know the least about. I know, like, everything about all of them. That doesn't work. Flower. Papa? No! Joy. Dream. No! I'm trying to do Sayori. Smile? That one worked. Dance. Yay, okay, it's working. Music. Rainbow. Okay, I think I got it. Socks. Nope, wrong person. Laugh? Yeah, okay. Email. I wonder who email would go to. Actually, I'm gonna try that. Natsuki liked email. No, wait. Hope? Yeah. I'm just picking simple words and Sayori likes them. Not that time. Color. Yeah. Lying. Yeah, okay, I think I got mostly Sayori. Hi again, Splats. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Splats. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It is. It literally is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Splats always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. I have actually helped my friends clean their rooms before, and it's always without them asking. I'll just be at their house and it's like, man, I want to clean your room for you. This is a mess. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Splats can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you
Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to put I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberate. It's rare to see her deliberating like this.
That's a good point.
In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
How can you be tired of reading? It's the best thing in the world.
I
mean, it depends on the book sometimes, but also I don't think he was like tired of reading. I think he just was too tired. It was like after school. Maybe he normally takes a nap after school. I don't know.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out on the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her.
Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa, that kind of scared me. Ugh. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. Sayori jump scare, literally. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That is a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around there. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want... Man, my back hurts. Why am I sitting like this? Sorry. I'm gonna move my stuff around so I can, like, sit more comfortably. I knocked a stuffed animal off my bed. I'm streaming at my bed instead of at my desk because this is more comfortable, but this is, like, difficult. That works, I think. Is that audio okay? I think it's probably okay. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. The audio's okay? Okay, cool. Thank you. That's a weird angle. That's a really weird angle. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button on her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I feel sad with every interaction with Sayori. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Just yeah. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
don't really want to read that one out loud. Don't say that out loud. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take I might have to end the stream soon if I keep stuttering this much. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. Hold on. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Me, for real. She's just like me, for real. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Oh wait, was that her? Oops. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Splats, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Sayori is energetic and you are trying to embody her. I can be energetic. Sometimes. I'm definitely energetic around my friends. I think. I don't know, I haven't hung out with a friend in like months. Like, in person, at least. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. You're talking more fast than you can read. I just naturally do that. I talk fast. I have ADHD. If that explains anything. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay. I'm just gonna like select at random. Okay, I'm gonna close my eye. Whichever one it ends on, I will click. Natsuki. Okay. I told Natsuki I was interested in reading her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's... I said it in the wrong voice. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Click us on the point from there to continue. She's so mean for nothing. I mean, I think there is like a real reason, but she's also just like stubborn. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, but people can try, but that's about it. I want to like go into the actual like meaning behind these poems in the game, but I'm scared I'm gonna like just rant for way too long, and also I'm scared I won't be able to like say anything, like think of anything. This does actually like mean something. I can understand what she's trying to say here. I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's like all I can say. I don't know. I understand what she's trying to say, but like some people will read this and just be like, it's words, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. I did like it. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I agree! I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write a poem about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it all just falls flat on purpose. I don't think I noticed that. I'm just like used to that kind of stuff in poetry, I don't know. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna go for Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. My throat kind of hurts. I'm gonna drink water real quick. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of light. What? The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm gonna read that again and try not to stutter this time. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. This one? I don't really understand, actually. I don't know what she means. I do not know what this poem means. I might understand simple poetry better. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. That was not terrible handwriting. It was just hard to read. I'm not very good at reading cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. This poem is fabulous. It is, but it would be... I think I'd like it better if I understood what it meant. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. It's about the fear of musing... what? The fear of moving forward and living in the past. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, moving on so I don't think too hard. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I don't know how to read that. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Splat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It actually is impressive. Did, I don't know if Dan Salvato wrote the poems for this, but, like, whoever did, that's, like, impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, I think after I've presented the poem to everyone, I'm gonna end the stream, just because my throat is starting to hurt from talking this much. I'm not used to talking this much, I guess. Okay, since we made it for Sayori, I want to do her last, so we're gonna do for Monika next. Hi, Splats. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Splats. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we can all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two are it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. I think I'm just hungry. I can't think properly because I'm hungry. I barely ate much for lunch. I tried to eat lunch before stream, but like all I ate was like some leftover mac and cheese, and it was like not even half a serving. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I literally do, you know this. You know this very well, Monika. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I don't know if the microphone just picked up on my stomach growling. The microphone is like just sitting on my leg, very close to my stomach. So, I'm sorry if the microphone picked up on that. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me.
See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So I think all of Monica's... I'm changing my position because my foot is going numb. I think all of Monica's poems, pretty much, are, like, just about her. Oh, spoilers for the game, by the way. I feel like I'm, like... it's a bad idea to be streaming this. Wait, if I've already played it before, I know the whole story. Spoilers for, like, Monica, like, her storyline. I feel like all of her poems are just about, like, becoming self-aware and stuff. Like, this is about her, like, looking out and realizing that she's in a video game and that the player is not. Her character's so deep. I mean, the others are too, but, like, hers, I feel like there was so much put into her. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. An epiphany? Wow, yeah. An epiphany? A bit. Just a bit. A little bit of an epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain can get too fixated on a specific point. So, if you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. The same way that Sayori's poems are about that thing. Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember what her poems are. I'll see hers after this. I'll see hers in like a second. But yeah, I think all of hers are kind of about that. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. Monica really suffered a lot. She did. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, last but not least, Sayori. Definitely not least. I love her. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Splats. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what it's like either. What I like. I read that wrong. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was much more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? This tip from Monica was the one that helped me the most when I started writing my poems. Yeah, a lot of her tips actually do sound like really helpful, except for that one that's just like about making a save file. That one doesn't have anything to do with poetry. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's a Splats poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, I feel like that does say something. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Splat. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. What? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive yet. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I think I accidentally skipped something. No, I did not. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Is this like, if she didn't have responsibilities and stuff that she had to do, she would just stay in bed forever? Like, this does say that it's like about the sunshine, but I feel like that's not it. Like, that's not all that it is. I feel like that's what it is. Breakfast, yes. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Man, if I'm late, I grab like a granola bar or something. I'm not gonna cook a whole thing. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. Oh wait, that was her. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay, I think I'm gonna save here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna end it here. I'll go to the main menu. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Actually, that is true for most people, but for some people, like, it's perfectly fine to function without breakfast. You just might have to have, like, a bit of an earlier lunch. I don't know. But, like, yeah. But that's just a theory. A food theory. Yes. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I won't be able to stream tomorrow because I have work. I might see you guys on Tuesday. It might be DDLC. It might be a drawing stream. It just, like, depends on what I'm feeling, I guess. But, eat food, drink water, take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys Tuesday, I think. Yeah.
Have a good rest of your day. Have a good night, whatever time it is for you. See you guys then.